Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about dream interpretation. Now, I know everybody has had some weird dream that they sometimes people want to talk about it, other times people don't want to talk about it. Um, I'm here today to tell you what the most general dreams mean. So, the first one that I can think of is driving a car. Now, I'm sure everybody has driven a car, and I'm sure that at some point you have had a dream about driving a car. Like most generally people do. Um, so this one's interesting because where you are in the car signifies what kind of person you are. There are some people that are sitting in the back seat and they feel like somebody else is driving, whether they know the person or not, and that symbolizes that you don't really feel in control of your life, and most of the time it's whoever's driving there is in control, if that makes sense. And how smooth the road is and how bumpy the road is. Like most people who have like a smooth road are very like easygoing, nice going people, and then people who have bumpy roads are very shaky, very wound up, tight, like just not aggressive, but just generally that thing. Um, teeth, teeth falling out. This is a very common dream. Oh, sorry, number two, teeth falling out. This is a very common dream. Teeth falling out. It's people who are afraid of getting older. They dream. They wake up, either their hair falls out or their teeth fall out, and they don't really know why. But it's usually people who feel like they've either A, grown up too fast, B, they're scared to grow up, or C, they've been thinking more so about death and like dying and like getting older a lot. And it's a very vulnerable state of mind. Like it's not just losing your teeth; it's like feeling older. Like people feel like they're getting older in their dreams, and that symbolizes like kind of how they are in real life, I guess. Um, Another one is pregnancy, which is kind of a weird one, but um, pregnancy actually super weird, kind of weird fact. Guys can have pregnancy dreams too, um, and it's actually not as common for males, but it is common a lot for females. Um, and for guys, obviously, it's not that they're pregnant; it's that they're dreaming that someone that they love or someone that they know very well is pregnant. And those dreams are people who feel like they're gonna have a big change in their life sometime soon, and they're not ready for it. They're kind of like bracing themselves for it, and just they're generally just afraid of it. Um, let's see. I'm trying to like think of another one. Um, flying. Flying has a lot of connotation to it, good or bad. But most of the time, people who dream about like being able to fly, they are the people that feel the most stuck in their lives, and they're people who feel as if they're so constricted and grounded in their own lives that in their dreams, our subconscious projects our true desires. Our subconscious, it lacks the ability to lie, unlike the regular conscious level, because it's something that we can't control. We have no control over it, and that's why our dreams are they're so vivid and they're so true. Is because there's nothing in your subconscious holding your brain back from unlocking its full creative potential. So when you dream of flying, you're dreaming of having the freedom that you don't have in your life. Like you, just like how far away a caged bird will fly once it's free, when you have the chance to dream, and if you feel like you're an emotionally constricted person, you most likely dream about flying. Um, Number five, spiders. I've had a few spider dreams before. Spiders are anxiety. They're creepy. They're crawling. They're on your skin. They're all over the place. They're kind of affecting your whole body. Um, and it's usually people who dream of spiders are, uh, weirdly enough, people who dream of spiders, besides having anxiety, also have a problem with like authority figures. Like they generally just don't like. they don't like authority, they don't listen to authority. Um, but it's also weirdly diagnosed like with anxiety too, which is like a weird kind of mixture. Um, yeah, spiders is generally anytime you dream of spiders, it could mean a whole bunch of things, but usually it's like it's lack of respect and um, also just like general anxiety. Um, number, I don't even know what I'm number on. I'm just going off. Uh, losing something, losing anything. Um, it's generally if you're losing something, you're also about to embrace a huge new change in your life. You're about to do something something like difficult. You're making a big difficult decision and you're ready to go to a new area. Like it could be if you're moving, transferring schools, getting a new job. Um, it's the fear of I guess it stems from like the whole like, oh man, my first day of work, I forgot my name tag or something, and then everybody forever remembers me as the person who lost their name tag on the first day. But it's like it's just general like it's the start of anxiety. It's not caused by anxiety. It's just the start of like nervousness before starting a new. It's like starting a new thing, you know, and it's that it could also mean like marital troubles, like losing a key. It's like you lose a part of yourself that you feel you had before with that person, which that's a whole thing. It Dreams are very general. They kind of branch out and just, they just kind of they spider web out. I guess the best way to say it is. So they can mean a plethora of things, but generally losing your keys is like when you're about to embrace a huge new change in your life. Now, being in an elevator, super general, boring dream, but if you've ever dreamed that you're in an elevator, um, it could be a sign of being helpless or you're in a difficult situation, or um, it's also a sign of like fear of like not being safe. And a lot of people that have this dream are in unhappy relationships. They're in relationships that they feel like it's an up and down crazy tower of terror kind of roller coaster. Um, so if you've ever dreamed about being in an elevator, it's I don't really know how to word it too well. Um, it's just yeah, if you're ever in a situation where you again feel trapped, um, or if like you're kind of faced with a giant imposing choice, like if you have a deadline, people dream about elevators because generally elevators when the doors close or like if it breaks down while you're in it, I know it's a lot of people's like biggest fear, you're trapped. You're trapped in there and you can't really leave. And usually so people dream about elevators are obviously feeling trapped in their lives. Um okay. There was one that I saw like a long time ago when I first started taking psychology. Um, if you've ever dreamed that you're being followed by a cat or a dog, it's actually both. Like it has two different meanings depending on what the dream is. Um, so the the cat is more so the more realistic side, and also you're more like feminine, like, and it could be for guys too. Like it's inner femininity and like your own like sexuality. It's just the very realist base part of you. So like, let's say you're scared of the cat as it's following you, then you're probably not that comfortable with yourself. And if you like embrace the cat or like you pet the cat and the cat is friendly to you back, then it probably means that you're generally more so comfortable in your own body. Now the dog on the other hand is actually more so like it's for friendship. So depending like if you're afraid of the dog in your dreams, then most likely you feel either scared of your friends finding out more about you or losing your friends. And yeah, if you dream about the dog following you and it's like a friendly dog, then you must be very happy with your friends, just in general. Um, I could go over. Let's see. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that loud laptop noise. Um, Climbing a mountain. A lot of times people dream about like they're either climbing Mount Everest or Mount Fuji, just some generally very tall mountain. And with climbing dreams, it's you're most likely in the chain, and you're in the process of changing. You're going from whatever level you're at now, and you're climbing up, and you're going up and up and up. And most time when people dream about climbing a mountain, it's because they feel like they're overcoming whatever's in themselves. Um, so if you've ever dreamed about you, even just not a mountain, just like climbing anything, it means that you yourself are overcoming the adversity that you felt within yourself. You could be overcoming like a huge problem or just getting over something. Like a lot of the times, um, I cannot remember the number for percentage, but people who dream about getting over like or climbing a mountain, it's usually people who are just getting out of relationships and they're finally moving on. You know, people who lose a loved one and they can't even leave their bed in the morning. Um, People who get broken up with or break up with someone. Losing a friend group. You start beginning to dream about like eventually you people start off at the base of the mountain, but then eventually they climb up and they just overcome the mountain and then finally get to that point where they're over it, you know. And if you never even see yourself climbing over it, if you're continuously climbing the mountain, then it means that you are still in the process. And until you either get to the top or climb down from the mountain, you're still in the process of healing. So anytime you see any of these dreams, just watch this video and just let me know how accurate I am, because if it's not 100%, this is what I'm pretty sure on. I remember taking the notes for these and I memorized it the best that I could. Um, but these dreams are accurate. Like this is from I think actually from that book that I have on my shelf. It's sorry, let me get it. Yeah, in here. Um, it's Psychology in the Real World. It's essays illustrating fundamental contributions to society. There was a section on dreams, and in that section, it was um, not anything from him, but Sigmund Freud is one of those famous psychologists of all time. He went over a huge thing about dreams and just talked everything about it, and it's really interesting. If you ever want to know, just look up any Sigmund Freud essay and just find out everything you can about dreams. But for now, I'll cut the video short here. Thank you guys for watching so much, and again, if you guys like these kinds of videos, let me know and I'll keep making them, and if not, I will see you guys in the next one, okay?